Hi everyone, this is Kona, and we're going to go through what's going on for week 4. So week 4 information, obviously I don't have the video in yet because I'm making it right now, but you've got our study resources, which is the Chapter 2 Hypothesis Testing and Error. It's kind of a handout worksheet, and then down here you've got almost a 9-minute video of just me kind of talking through it. You've also got some textbook readings and some more information for you to check out. So big picture and 2 hypotheses, including examples. So hopefully all of this will help you to be able to then do your assignments. So your first assignment this week is the hypothesis activity. This might look like a quiz, but it's really not. You're going to state whether the original claim is the null or alternative, and then explain why, and then provide the complementary claim. So example, if the original claim is the null, then the complementary claim is the alternative. If the original claim is the alternative, then the complementary is going to be the null. So even though this looks like a quiz, just treat it like a worksheet. There is no time limit, but you can only submit once. So what you would do, and this is a preview for me, but for you, you would just go in and take the quiz. And here you've got the original claim. Reading small print is related to having... Okay, well, luckily I just realized that, so I'll go in and fix that. So let's look at original claim for this one. The amount of milk toddlers drink does not affect how much they grow. So that goes along with question 3 and question 4. So what you would say is whether or not this is the null or alternative and why. So you would put null or alternative, so null or alternative, and I'm not going to tell you which, so you have to figure out null or alternative, and then enter the why. You would then come down here and provide the complementary claim. So if you thought this one was the null, then you would put the alternative down here. So you would actually say, instead of the amount of milk toddlers drink does not affect how much they grow, you would say the amount of milk toddlers drink blank how much they grow. And I'm not giving you the answer, but just so you get an example. So then you'd come down to being in the sun too long without sunscreen makes you more likely to get skin. Why did these not copy through? I'll go in and make sure these work right though. So I'm glad I looked at this with you guys. And you get that 5 and 6 go along with, and then the number of females in our math class is greater than the number of males. And that goes 7, 8, and then 9 and 10 go together. All right, now if you're not done working on this, do not click submit quiz. What you do, you can see that the quiz was saved at 1:46, so it's saved. So if I type something, you can say, oh, look, it just saved again. Oh, look, it just saved again. The quiz will continue to save as you type. When you're done typing, if you're not done, don't click submit quiz, just click the back button or just click out. But you don't have to actually, or just go back home. But you don't have to save anything. It will just automatically save. Also, if you want, here's the document. So what you could do as well is print off this document. It's opening up here in just a second. All right, so you could print off this document. And so reading small print is related to having headaches. So you could print this off and make your notes and like write out everything that you're going to say, and then open the quiz and type your answers into the quiz. Even though it's not really a quiz, remember it's just a worksheet, but there's an example. So there's your hypothesis activity. You then have discussion 4, recognizing bad statistics. So recognizing bad statistics is important both for this class and your everyday life. For this discussion, you'll be researching how to spot bad statistics and coming up with ways to avoid falling for them. So you've got your different resources. Review the resources and then answer the following questions, and feel free to look up additional resources. But you don't have to, but if you do, just include the link. So how can people avoid falling for bad statistics? What are the top things to look for? And evaluate, discuss the statistics of your original claim, part 1, project 1, based on what you've learned. So the follow-up is just discuss what other students have written. Does this change what your top things are to look out for? Do you agree, disagree? So just remember also, first post is due Thursday, last post is due Sunday. So then you've got Chapter 2, Quiz 1. So for this one, you'll be talking about the null versus alternative and the big picture and the 2 hypotheses. So for this one, it's 12 points, 5 attempts, and you really are going to be picking out whether something is the null or alternative. So it's really important that you make sure you understand that And if you have questions, let me know. And then the last one, so that was Chapter 2, Quiz 1, is the Project 1, Part 3. And for that one, after participating in discussion 4, recognizing bad statistics, write up in full sentence paragraph format a review of all 4 of your sources, your additional claim, and the 3 additional sources. Discuss each source individually. You'll compare and contrast the sources in the next part of the project, but specifically here, is there any obvious evidence of the claims not being accurate or being misleading? How credible is the claim sources you found? Fully discuss this based on what you learned from doing discussion 4. And here's just some additional considerations. Make sure you use statistical terms and references. This is a statistics class, so please, use the right terminology. You should have at least 1 paragraph per source, so 4 paragraphs minimum. When discussing each claim, make sure to include the specific claim you're talking about and the link to that claim. So make sure I know which source you're referring to. And also this assignment needs to be submitted as an office document, so .doc or .docx. So that is it for this week. We can come back here. There we go. If you have any questions or need anything, let me know. Otherwise, have a great week. Thank you.